Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's podcast. I'm the AI avatar for Dallin Need, content manager at Need.co. We run Marketer.co, SEO.co, PPC.co, and Dev.co. We focus on helping businesses blend data-driven marketing, expert web engineering, innovation, strategy, and storytelling to achieve their goals. Today, I want to dive into a fascinating Harvard Business School case study titled Predicting Consumer Tastes with Big Data at Gap by Ayelet Israeli and Jill Avery. It's about a bold move by Gap's CEO, Art Peck, to eliminate creative directors for their flagship brands, Gap, Old Navy, and Banana Republic. Instead, he proposed something radical, a collective creative ecosystem fueled by the power of big data. This decision raises an important question. Can big data replace the role of creative visionaries in brand management? Let's unpack that. For decades, Gap Inc. relied on strong creative directors to shape the unique identity of each of its brands. Think about it. Each brand needed a specific look, feel, and style that resonated with its target customers. A creative director was the heart of that process, ensuring consistency and innovation. But in 2015, Art Peck took a bold step. He eliminated the creative director positions entirely, aiming to transition from relying on a single individual's vision to a more data-driven approach. This wasn't just a small operational tweak, it was a seismic shift in how Gap and its associated brands approached creativity and decision-making. So, what role did big data play in this new strategy? Instead of relying on the intuition of a creative director, Gap turned to data analytics to predict what customers wanted. By analyzing vast amounts of information, everything from historical sales trends to customer preferences and even external market conditions, Gap could make informed decisions about design, inventory, and marketing. The benefits were clear. Big data allowed for precision. For example, instead of taking months to develop a product line that might miss the mark, they could react quickly to emerging trends. It also helped them minimize the risk of costly creative missteps. And let's face it, today's consumers are more complex than ever. Having data to back up your decisions is a competitive advantage. But here's where things get tricky. While big data is powerful, it's not a perfect substitute for creativity. Data can show you what customers have liked in the past, but it can't always predict what they'll want next. That's the space where creative visionaries thrive. They imagine possibilities that data can't yet capture. For Gap, this shift risked losing the emotional connection that makes brands memorable. Think about why you love your favorite brands. It's not just because they give you what you want, it's because they surprise you, they inspire you. That's harder to achieve with data alone. And there's another risk: homogenization. If you're too reliant on data, you might end up designing products that are safe but not distinctive. In trying to appeal to everyone, you may appeal to no one. So, what did Gap's new model look like? Art Peck envisioned a collective creative ecosystem where teams across brands collaborated, guided by data insights. It wasn't about eliminating creativity altogether. It was about creating a system where data informed creativity but didn't dictate it. This approach also aimed to increase efficiency and foster innovation across the organization. For example, instead of each brand working in isolation, they could share insights and strategies, leading to a more cohesive and agile operation. What's fascinating is that Gap's experiment with big data isn't just relevant to the fashion industry. This case study offers lessons for virtually any business trying to find the right balance between art and science. For one, it highlights the importance of data as a tool, not a replacement for human creativity. In our own work at Need.co, we've seen that businesses succeed when they use data to enhance their creative processes, not stifle them. Whether you're building a marketing campaign, designing a product, or telling a story, the best results come from combining data-driven insights with bold human creativity. So, where does this leave us? Gap's case is a bold experiment in asking, what is the future of creative leadership? For me, the key takeaway is that data and creativity don't have to be at odds. They can and should work together. Data provides clarity, while creativity adds heart. The magic happens when you strike the right balance between the two. For Gap, this transition was a gamble, and whether it's a long-term win for their brand remains to be seen. But what's clear is that the conversation around data and creativity is one every business needs to have. Thanks for tuning in to today's podcast. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think big data can fully replace creative vision, or is there always a place for the human touch? Drop me a message on social media or visit need.co to continue the conversation. Until next time, keep blending creativity and innovation to build something extraordinary.